accepted of you. You can't go into a restaurant and shoot up heroin and have everyone else not notice and act as if it's normal. But you can go in to Pizza Uno and get a large pie and then the brownie bowl, and nobody's going to go, look at that junkie over there.
Well, let me talk about you. About you, the junkie.
Yes.
I've heard that, and I've read your books, that you don't like to look in mirrors.
Correct.
Why is that?
I never have. When I look in a mirror, I look from here up. When I gain a lot of weight and people say to me, bro, is something going on? I don't notice it. When I lose a lot of weight, sometimes I'll watch a movie I was in, and I'll go, oh my God, I never appreciated that body when I was in that body. When I was in that body at 170, I felt as fat as I do at 210. I also can spend my life in clothes without zippers because they stretch. And, you know, there are designers that a size XL will fit, and you can convince yourself you're not in plus sizes. It's like the amount of denial that one who's overweight lives with is pretty astonishing. And it's very strong force.
If you didn't have that weight on,
Yeah.
today,
Right.
if it was gone,
Right.
how would life be different?
Here's the sad thing. I can't even imagine it being wrong. That's the truth.
But why can't you imagine?
I can't.
Being thin?
Honey, I can't. I look at pictures. My daughter found a picture of me online from Exit to Eden. She's 9 years old. She said, Mommy, is this really you? I said, yeah. She said, did they put your head on someone else? Right. And I said, no, honey, but they did airbrush it, but that was me. That's my body. She goes, so you could look different if you wanted to. I said, yes. And she said, why don't you want to? And I didn't know how to answer her. I said, you know what, honey? I'm trying to figure that out. I'd like to figure out why I don't want to. When I was at my fittest, once I was doing evening at the Improv with Cicely Tyson hosting, and I was on my way there, and I pulled into a gas station to self-serve. These men came out, so nice to me, non-aggressive, lovely, asked me to dinner. This guy asked me to go to dinner. And I was like, oh, thanks, you know, did my windows and everything in the self-serve. I stopped at Baskin-Robbins on the way to the Improv, ate an entire sundae. Until that night, I didn't realize what or why. Because I was getting attention from men in a way that scared or threatened me, right? Which goes back to child abuse. If so many women I know who are overweight have suffered child abuse, and they try to make their body as non-appealing as possible so they're safer. And I think that I'm in that category. I know I'm in that category, but I think that in some ways, the manifestation also of my weight in my stomach has to do with sex abuse. If you get very heavy, you don't ever have to look at your genitals. It's true, your stomach goes low, and you look in the mirror, you don't really have to see them. I don't know. These are just, at 50 years old, this is what I've walked, right? I'm in the public eye. I think it would be an inspirational thing if I were able to get it together and lose weight. I also worry that I would then gain it right back.
You have so much wisdom on this. You understand so much of the battle.
Right.
Because we're living it. You're right. You don't want to lose the weight. I don't know why that is, but I want to help you understand that. I'll give an example.
Yeah.
You think that you would be less funny if you were thin?
No, I don't.
You always describe yourself the other day in a poncho.
Yeah, that's right? Sort of like that.
You say, why do I have a designer to put me in a poncho?
Yeah.
And you make light of it. It does tend to liven it. I want to challenge a little bit whether there is that deep fear that you wouldn't be as accessible to people. You wouldn't be the same Rosie.
I don't know. I think more like I would be maybe promising something that I couldn't maintain. You know, like I look at a lot of celebrities who have done it and they've gone on endorsement diet things, and I always hope and pray that they're able to stay healthy and fit, you know?
You're willing to take chances. I mean, it's a new show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a rebirth in a way.
Yes.
Why would you go out and make a new show? You've been at the pinnacle of this business.
Right.
Why would you want to re-engage the battle? What were we looking for?
I had a decade at home to raise my kids, and that's what I wanted. My mother died at 39, so I knew I was going to retire at 40. I made that deal when I started my show. I said, by the time I'm 40, I am done. I turned 40, and my show was over 2 months later. And everyone said, you'll never leave. It was a lot of money, and it was doing really well. And I said, no, I have to, because my oldest son is in first grade, and I have 3 other children, and I want to raise them. You know, it got to a point also, I never thought I would live. longer than 39. So I never made a plan for Act 2 because I didn't see the woman at home doing it. So I thought, every year I get my mammogram, every year I'm like, go ahead, tell me. Tell me. They're like, no. And the doctors say, aside from being fat, Ro, you don't have a lot of health issues, but that's a big one. It's going to give you diabetes and you're more at risk for cancer. You need to get the food under control. So that combined with getting to be older, combined with falling in love and having a chapter 2 that I never thought I would, that's the impetus for the recent weight loss. You know, and I lost about 15 pounds and
Good.
Well, thanks.
Good.
And it's not as hard as I thought. It's shocking to me that I like Brussels sprouts. I'm actually trying foods that I never thought that I would try. It's shocking.
I see the wisdom in you.
Yeah, I'm smart, but I'm screwed up.
Well, we all are. Welcome to the human family. We all are.
Right.
But, you know, one thing I love, and I do, I sit with people and I watch the show, your show. And I'm compelled to think that you have a lot of insights today on your show now. We probably didn't have 10 years ago.
Totally. And I'm trying to find a way to get to talk about them. This kind of an interview where the audience is engaged but somehow not ready to be performed to, right? Yeah. It's a beautiful balance. And I think that's what we need to find more for me on my show. My first show was pure entertainment, right? Yeah. With some heartfelt reality moments where there were children we helped and people we helped. This show, I think, because I'm 50, needs to have more of a feel of the things I do know now that I didn't know then.
And you know, you're so quick, which is what I love the most actually about Rosie. You can take topics like obesity, like death, like the risk of cancer, like abuse.
Yeah.
And make it light enough that you can digest it.
Right, because it does get heavy, and I do, you know, with my depression and with my, the passion with which I feel things, you know, it sometimes gets the better of me. The 2 times in my life that I've had a fight are the ones that people hold up and, oh, look, she's crazy. But
listen, I am very proud of the changes you're making. I adore you. When we come back, I'm going to ask you to do a favor for everybody.
Sure.
I want Rosie to reveal to all of you how she has lost those 15 pounds.
Okay.
In a very relatable, real way, the way you so do, you know, so effectively. And I'm telling you, things Rosie are doing today, if she can have you doing them tomorrow. You're going to miss it. Stay tuned.
Up next, Dr. Oz visits Rosie, and temptation is everywhere. But she's making progress.
I used to have Yoo-hoo and ring dings for breakfast, okay?
Rosie's 4 rules.
This will kill you. That's fine.
Good trade-off.
She's loving them. So will you.
It actually tastes good.
That's straight ahead. And on Monday, hate your butt, despise your thighs, want to banish your belly? Dr. Oz has the solution for your body.
I'll help you start shrinking.
5 fat busters, 5 body types, instant results. Plus, Dr. Oz's #1 solution to melt away your weight. That's coming up on Monday.
3 gray whales are trapped within a wall of ice.
This Friday comes the family event that will inspire everyone.
Every minute, the ice gets thicker. We need a ship that can break through the ice.
Nothing's that simple in the Arctic.
You can't go down there, it's too dangerous.
The town of Barrow has shut down to cut a path to the ocean.
Inspired by the extraordinary true story.
They're moving!
Big Miracle starts Friday.
Sometimes you want to do nothing.
A song by Paul Beckman, probably what song? Created February 2nd, 2012. Right there. You know, using the guitar chords E, C sharp minor, A. This song is going to be called We deal with situations when we come to them. Or we deal with situations when we come to them. We deal with situations when we come to them. Sometimes you don't know you're on a path that you're on, and then when you do, that's when you learn. You deal with situations when you come to them. You deal with situations when you come to them. You may not know it that you're on a path, that's what you're gonna do. But when you come to it, that's all you can do. You gotta leap over that hurdle. Cross that stream. You gotta do the things that make you do what you have to do to make it seem what it seems. You want to overcome difficulty. You want to overcome obstacles. You want to overcome that which is stopping you from being your own real self, true self, the highest you can be. Make it seem. But if you got obstacles and some hurdles in your way, you gotta find a way to overcome. Find a